Hello guys, welcome back to another video today. Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope 2022 was a good year for you. So I wish you guys a Happy New Year. And this is probably going to be the last video of 2022. Now this is my ranking video of 2022 of all the figures I got. And this year I did get a lot of Transformers. I got a total of 46 figures. So I grouped all these small ones that I got this year up. As you can see right here, I did group all these guys up because I have nothing against them, but it's just that they're real small, and compared to everyone else, they're everyone else is kind of better. But out of all these guys though, my favorite one is probably this guy, the Earthrise Rung, or Rug, however you say it. So Rung here is my favorite out of all these little guys. I did get him from Big Bad Toy Store, and he is cool because he came with blast effects. And I did really enjoy this Legends class Leadfoot. But these guys are at the bottom just because they're a lot smaller and they don't have as much. They can't do as much as the bigger ones. So oh well, there goes Rung. Run, however you say it. So next up on the list is the Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Shadow Panther. So here's Shadow Panther. Now Shadow Panther is cool and all, but there's everyone else on top of the list is can do a little more. And it is just a remold of Cheetor. So the only and he doesn't come with a gun. All he comes with is just his tail with a sharp spike at the end. That's all he comes with. But he is still a good figure. I like the Panther mode a lot more than the robot mode. So next up on the list is the Transformers Original Age of Extinction Crosshairs. Crosshairs is a cool Crosshair. Sometimes he has a hard time standing though. But he is cool. The only thing is that he doesn't come with any guns. I got him from my local comic store, and he doesn't come with any guns. He was like this, and he is cool. But I still think the Last Night version is better, which I do own. But he's still a good figure. I like his car mode. His car mode is really nice. The only problems I have with him is that I wish these would fold up, and I wish he came with a gun. And that's pretty much all the problems I have with him. So next up on the list is the Transformers Core Class Bumblebee movie, Ravage. But here's Ravage, and he's pretty cool. I remember getting Soundwave, Studio Series Soundwave, and I wanted Ravage, and I got Ravage until about a few months after I got Soundwave. But here's Ravage. I'll zoom in a bit. So there's Ravage. He is cool. He does come with little guns and a missile thing up here, and he can move his head and his mouth can open, and all these points right here are articulated. He can move everything, but he is cool. Next up on the list is the Transformers Kingdom Voyager Class Tigertron. Now Tigertron, the reason why he's so low is because he does yellow. See how the plastic right here is yellowed? He did have yellow he was painted yellow here and there, but over time this whole thing turned a little yellow. The tail turned yellow, these turned yellow, and right here I'm starting to turn yellow, and his face is starting to turn yellow. But if he didn't yellow, he would be much higher on the list, but because he yellowed, that's the reason why he's towards the bottom. But he's still a good figure, but I don't really keep him on the display as much because I don't want him to yellow anymore. But he is still a cool Transformer, and his mouth can open, but he's still a cool figure. The only reason why he's down here is because, again, the yellowing. That's the issue I have with him. Next up on the list is the Studio Series Core Class Spike. When Spike was first revealed, I remember I was so excited to get Spike, and the moment he went on, he was for sale on GameStop.com. I ordered him, and he got here immediately. He does come with accessories. He only comes with 2 blast effects, but I don't keep them on display with him. He is cool. His head can articulate like this, and he is really poseable. He's a lot better than the one that came with Slag. And I call Slag Slag. It's not Slug, it's Slag. And so here's Spike. Or technically, yeah, this is Spike. I believe the one that came with Slag was Daniel. But this one's better. And he can roll. He's pretty cool. Next up on the list is the Transformers Legacy Core Class Iguanus. Iguanus is really cool. I remember seeing Iguanus in Target along with Dragstrip, and I did get him immediately. And Iguanus is one of the best core class figures I own. He's almost the best, but there's 2 other core class figures above him. But Iguanus is pretty cool. He is really articulated for a core class, and the way he's painted is really nice. And he can turn into a motorcycle. The only problems I have with him is I wish in motorcycle mode he could stand up on his own. He can, but you gotta kind of fight with him a little bit. So next up on the list is the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Wheelie. So here's Wheelie. Now Wheelie, I was excited for Wheelie because I always wanted a good version of Wheelie. I never found a Titans Return one, so when I heard they were gonna make a Studio Series one, I was so happy for him. And when he was put on sale at Big Bad Toy Store, I ordered him immediately, and I got him. And he is so much better than the one that came with Grimlock. He can transform. He's really articulated, and he does come with a new slingshot. But he is a really good figure. He's only a core class, but he is a really good figure there. So next up on the list is Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Pipes. So Pipes, I actually got him for my birthday this year, and he is a really good figure. I did really like the Kingdom Huffer, and so I did really enjoy Pipes too. And he does come with 2 guns. He is a slight remold of Huffer, and he does have this backpack, and he is a really cool Transformer. I like the way he's painted. He's blue, and he has not yellowed. He is all white still, thank goodness. But I like Pipes is really cool though. Next up on the list is the Transformers Kingdom Amazon exclusive 2-pack Sideswipe and Skywarp. Sideswipe is actually a remold of the Siege Red Alert, which I do own. So I did really like Sideswipe. And Skywarp, he's cool. I mostly bought it for Sideswipe. I don't really buy Kingdom figures very often, unless they're G1 characters, in my opinion. And Skywarp's cool for what he is, but I mostly bought it for Sideswipe though. But Sideswipe is really cool. It is his Earth mode version. So these 2 go on this spot. Next up on the list is the Transformers Titans Return Broadside. Broadside here is really cool. I do have Alphatron, the Titans Return Alphatron, and I did really like that mold, so I did really want Broadside, and so I finally got him his boat mode, his helicarrier mode, I think it's what it's called. Is probably the best mode out of the both. The jet mode is okay, but I prefer the boat mode a lot more. But he is really cool, and he only comes with just the 1 gun, and he is a headmaster. Broadside's really cool. Next up on the list is the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Skids. So here's Skids. Now Skids is cool, but I see how this hand just won't stay in. It doesn't. Oh, see, there it goes. And he is a really good figure, but the only thing is he can't really stand the best. He has to kind of lean forward a lot in order to stand. But he is a good figure. He would be higher if his hand would stay in and if he could stand normally. But he's still a really good figure. So when I got him, right after him, I did. Next up is the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Mudflap. Now Mudflap's higher because Mudflap can stand and his hands both stay in the same place. And his leg is loose, but I can just fix that real easily. But he does and then But the only problem I have with him is that his back kind of untabs a bit. And his doors are kind of weak, but I can fix that too. Just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But the twins are both cool. Skids and Mudflap. Two of my favorite characters from Revenge of the Fallen. And I really hope one day they make Studio Series versions of them. But it's probably not likely. But Mudflap, I do prefer Mudflap over Skids. Just because Mudflap can hold together a little better. Okay, next up on the list is the Transformers Core Class Studio Series Laserbeak. Now, when Laserbeak was revealed, I just thought, oh, that's cool. But as time went on, reviews came out. I thought I need him. So when Amazon put him up for sale on their website, I knew I had to have him. So I ordered him. I ordered him about a month ago, and then he finally came in the mail. And he is really a good figure. The only problem I have with him is when in car mode, this tab and his legs, see how they stick together like that? It kind of separates and won't tab in fully. That's the only problem I have with him. Other than that, he is a really good figure, and I think out of all the core classes, I think he's the best core class figure I own, because I love to play with this one. This one's probably the one I played with the most out of all the core class figures. So this guy's really cool. Next up on the list is the Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Slammer. Slammer is cool. I remember when Slammer was first revealed alongside Pipes and Blaster, I did want Slammer. I remember thinking I need Slammer, but I never found him in stores no matter how hard I tried. I looked at Walmart, I looked at Target, and I never found Slammer. I never could find him. And I would search every time I went to a Walmart or Target, and I never did find him. Until one day I went to GameStop and he was there, and then I bought him because I really wanted Slammer. And this guy's cool. He's like Cog because he can split into different parts, and he could be armor or he can turn into weapons. So Slammer is really cool. Also, I wanted to say, check your local Ross, because the other day when I was in Ross, they did have they had Slammer and they had Pipes. So definitely check your local Ross if you want Pipes or Slammer. I think it was $10 for one of them. So I think that's a good price for a deluxe, especially if you only can buy one, go for Slammer, because Slammer is probably the best one. But I don't know if it's me or my copy, but I've noticed that the gray has kind of yellowed. I don't know if that's how it was, but to me it seems like he kind of yellowed, because he seemed to be gray. And on the box he looks more gray, but over time looks like the gray is kind of yellowed a bit. But he is a really good figure. I definitely do recommend him. He can combine with Pipes too. Next up on the list is the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. So here's Wheeljack. Now Wheeljack is actually really cool, but I did not get him immediately, because I did find Ratchet, Brawn, and Perceptor and Wheeljack all at the same time, and I did only get Ratchet and Perceptor at the time, and then eventually giving it some thought, watching some reviews, I decided to get Wheeljack. And this guy is cool. The only reason why he's a little lower is because the transformation it's a good transformation, but you gotta really watch what you're doing, because his legs are made out of panels, so you gotta really watch what you're doing with him. But he is a really good figure. His gun's cool. His head sculpt is awesome. This should have been this should be how he looks in the Rise of the Beast. I wish he did, not that whatever that is he's gonna look like in Rise of the Beast. But I wish he looked like this in Rise of the Beast, not with those glasses, not with those giant glasses he has. But it's okay. I'll still watch the movie. But here's Wheeljack. Wheeljack is cool, and he is really posable too. He is kind of small though, I will say he is kind of small. Compared to the Earthrise version is so much bigger than him. That's the only thing I would say, is the Earthrise version is kind of bigger. But he has the same problem as Tigertron. He has yellowed a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, but he has yellowed. Like compared to the panel and then there's a painted white, there is a difference. But he's still a good figure. Compared to the other guys who have yellowed, this wasn't really noticeable. But to me, it's very noticeable. But he still is a cool, awesome figure. His card mode is awesome. But it's really cool. See, oh, and then I forgot to mention that his feet are completely clear plastic. So beware that. Look at a little piece just snapped off. So his feet are clear plastic. Be careful with that. So next up on the list is the Transformers 86 Studio Series Perceptor. So there's Perceptor. Now this figure, I feel like it's overlooked. Like they just think it's just an average Transformer. But Perceptor is one of the best figures. I think the only thing that's holding him back is his back is hollow and his arms and his legs sometimes do that. But if that weren't the case, he would probably be in the top 10. But he is awesome nonetheless. He has his cannon, he has a telescope right here. He turns into an awesome telescope and a tank. He's very posable. But Perceptor is awesome. I think he's one of the most exciting one I was excited for back when they first came out. I got him with Ratchet at the same time because I wanted those two the most. But he is awesome though, and I would recommend him, especially if you're trying to complete the 86 cast. He's really awesome. He's cool. He has the Autobot symbol right there, and his head. He should kind of be having a smirk like he did in the show, always smiling or laughing. But he is really cool. I do wish they did something with his back though, but it's okay. He's still a good figure in my opinion. Next up on the list is the Transformers Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee, or Origin Bumblebee for short. Here is Origin Bumblebee. We'll talk about him. Okay, so here's Origin Bumblebee. I remember when this guy first came out, I didn't really have any plans of buying him, but I think it was February or March this year, I went to a Target and they did have him, and since it was my first time seeing him, I thought I might as well buy him, and I'm glad I did because this is probably the best G1 Bumblebee I have, and he is really posable for his small size. He has a gun, and he has a jetpack, his jetpack, and he does have his energon rod. I think that's what they're called. He comes with 5 of them. On the box, they show that this jetpack is silver. But in the toy, it's actually black. I don't know what's going on here. But it can peg in on the back of him, and you can put blast effects on him to make it look like he's flying. And he is really cool. I would definitely recommend this Bumblebee if you don't have one. And he does have his energon rods. And these are cool. The only thing I wish this thing could do, the energon rods, is I wish they could fit in his hand. They don't fit in his hand. You kind of just gotta fold his arm and just put them in there like that. That's how he can hold them. That's the only thing I wish he could do better. But he is a really good figure though, and definitely would recommend him if you ever find him. So next up on the list is the Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Brawn. Now Brawn is cool, really cool. He took me by surprise. I didn't really have plans on buying him, but I did see him in stores a few times, so I thought I might as well buy him, and I'm glad I did because he is one of the best figures I think I got this year, and he is really posable. He is small, but he is really posable. His transformation is very simple, and he looks very accurate to the way he did in the Bumblebee movie, and he is the way he can pose, and he's really articulated, is really great. So Brawn is one of the greatest figures I got this year, and he has a drill bit and he has a gun. But next up on the list is the Transformers Studio Series. Ironhide. I almost put the one above him ahead, but I'll put Ironhide right in this spot. So here's Ironhide. I remember seeing Ironhide in stores and I just knew I had to have him because the Ratchet mold was a good mold. So as soon as I saw this guy in stores, I got him. I still don't know if I'll get the RC. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. because I already have the Earthrise RC, so I don't think I need another RC. I think the Earthrise one is enough for me. But here's Ironhide. He does come with the same gun as Ratchet, and he is really posable. He can bend and everything, and he does have light piping. But Ironhide here is a really good figure. He has the yellow lines right here, unlike the 86 version, which should have it, but it doesn't. So this one has the yellow lining on him, which is real good, and he can really pose like this. So next up on the list is the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Ratchet. I almost put Ratchet at the bottom, but when these figures were first revealed, I wanted Ratchet the most. Ratchet was my most anticipated one out of all of them, and the moment I saw him at Walmart, I knew I had to have him, so I got him immediately. I actually picked him up before Perceptor, then I thought I'll get Perceptor too. But Ratchet is, I think he's a little better than Ironhide. Ratchet is a really good figure. The only thing is, if his legs weren't so loose like that, he probably would be in the top 10. But his legs are loose, so that's why he's not in the top 10. So here's Ratchet. His transformation is kind of simple, just like Ironhide. Ironhide and Ratchet are the same exact toy, just different colors, different heads. And Ironhide's figure is not all loose like Ratchet. But this is a good figure though. I definitely would recommend it. If you don't have a Ratchet, get this one. But this one is really cool. I like the Cybertronian styling they do. Next up on the list is the Transformers Video Series. Transformers Legacy Dragstrip. So Dragstrip is the only Decepticon I have still. I have not found Wild Rider or Motormaster or Dead End anywhere. I don't know if I'll even continue to finish Menasor because I can't find Wild Rider, I can't find Menasor, and I can't find Dead End anywhere. So if I can't find them, and they seem to be sold out everywhere, I might not complete Menasor, but if I happen to come across them, maybe I'll get them. We'll see what happens. But Dragstrip here is awesome. He did shock me how good he is and how easy he is to transform and how posable he is. When I got him, I just thought, oh, he'll be awesome, and then I'll put him on the shelf. But this guy is awesome. He is really articulated. His transformation is very easy and simple and fun, and his vehicle mode is awesome. It is a race car, and he has 2 guns, and he's not the biggest, but deluxe class, he is a bigger figure than most of them nowadays. But this one here is really awesome. So, oh, and then he can split in half, which I think is kind of cool. So this Dragstrip here is a good figure. I definitely do recommend him. Even if you're not gonna finish Menasor, he's still a good figure to have. Next up on the list is the Transformers crossover event. I think it's Jurassic Park. Tyrannicon Rex and JP93. So here they are. Let me rise the camera a bit. Alright. So I did get these 2 from GameStop too. I'll just move this over there. So these 2 were in the same packaging. Now the reason why they're on the bottom towards the lower, not the bottom, but they're almost to the top 10 is because the price. These 2 were very expensive. These 2 were the most expensive Transformers I've ever bought and probably ever will buy. And they are good figures, but this is a deluxe, this is a leader. And I know they have to pay for the licensing. This is officially licensed by Ford, in case you guys just want to know. It's licensed by Ford, JP93. And also, the reason why it's not in the top 10 is because when you transform Tyrannicon Rex, I don't know, if you guys have the Kingdom Megatron, you can see that right here, I think it's the parts that make up his leg right here, this part right here, when I clip them together for robot mode, I have a hard time splitting them apart, and I have to really apply a lot of force to it. I had to use like a screwdriver or something just to unpeg it because it was really difficult. But I did fix it. but for a long time it was a struggle to transform it. But I keep them displayed like this. Sometimes I'll have JP93 transformed into a robot mode with his gun, but I do keep them displayed like this because they look really awesome. And Tyrannicon Rex's little arms. But these two are definitely really awesome. I believe it's on sale on Amazon for a leader class price point, so if you want to buy it, I think it's worth the leader class price point. You're getting a leader class and a deluxe class. So I'd say a leader class's price point is worth it. But these two are really great figures. The box is really big too, and that's where these two would go on the list. But I like this vehicle though. This is a new mold. It's a brand new mold. The first crossover figure, I think, that's a new mold, and this one is it's a really simple transformation, but it gets the job done. And he does have a hat. So next up on the list is, now these three were a real struggle for me to rank because I do like these three a lot. These three are the last three before the top 10. So next up on the list is the Transformers Legacy. Wait, I'll bring this back. Legacy Bulkhead. So the reason why Bulkhead is down here is because the ones above him have a lot more glowing. They're doing a lot more than Bulkhead. But Bulkhead here, he did shock me. I remember seeing the images for him being revealed about, I think it was November of 2021, and I didn't really like him, to be honest, because they said Prime Universe Bulkhead, so I thought Transformers Prime. I am a big fan of Transformers Prime, but when I saw this, I didn't really like it, the promotional images. But as reviews came out and people started getting him, I did really like him, and he became one of my favorite figures. And I do really like Bulkhead. This guy is cool. It's not the Bulkhead from Transformers Prime, but it does. If you look at it, you can tell it's Bulkhead right away. And he kind of looks like Hound, a little, not a lot, but he could be Hound if he really wanted to. But Bulkhead here is really cool. He has a shield, and he does have his gun, and he does have this from Transformers Prime, which I think is awesome. They included that, and it does go around his entire hand, which is really cool. And I did get this guy, I think it was June. Or it might have been May. I'm not sure, but I did get him. I remember I actually got Bulkhead at Target, and I could not find any other legacy figures, just Bulkhead. I think I found Iguanus, but I didn't really care about Iguanus at the time. I found Bulkhead. I wanted Blaster the most, but I didn't find Target. Sorry, I got off track. But I got Bulkhead from Target. Then I went to a Walmart and they had all the legacy figures except Optimis. But I did find the Legacy Wave 1 in the same day as I got Bulkhead. But I did not find Optimus Prime until about 2 weeks later. So this guy is cool. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I got Bulkhead in April because I got Optimus in May. Because I got Laser Prime for my birthday. So I did get Bulkhead sometime in April. But Bulkhead is cool. He did surprise me how much I went from not liking this figure to absolutely loving this figure. So next up on the list, okay, so now we are in the top 10 Transformers figures that I got of 2022. So next 10th place is going to be shocking. Number 10, the 10th spot of the Transformers I got this year goes to Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave. Now this figure is a really good figure. I did find him back in January, about 2 weeks after I got Tigertron. This is the second figure I got of this year. And this guy, I remember finding him so early, and I remember thinking, why is he here so early? And I did get him immediately, and I did do a review on him if you want to go watch it. It's kind of an old review. It's before I really learned how to edit my videos. But Soundwave is a good figure. I definitely do recommend him. The reason why he's on Beat Bulkhead is because he has a lot more going for him. The reason why Soundwave beats Bulkhead is because Soundwave has a lot more going for him. He's more articulated, and I was more hyped for Soundwave than Bulkhead. and Ravage can go inside Soundwave. So Soundwave does have a gimmick unlike Bulkhead, but originally I was not really excited for this guy until I saw him in person. He looked a lot better, and I don't really keep him in his alt mode. I prefer to keep him in robot mode just because I think he looks better in robot mode. But he is a really good figure. I definitely do recommend him. If he goes on sale, or even if you buy him at normal price, he's really worth it. Number 9. The 9th spot goes to Transformers 86 Coronation Starscream. So here is Starscream. Now Starscream, I was not really excited for him at all when I first heard about him. But my mom, when I went with my mom to Walmart and we went to the Transformers section, she did see Starscream, and I had found him many times before, but I didn't have any interest in buying him. But my mom said, "What about this guy? He's cool. He has a cape and he has a crown. He's a king." I said, "Yeah." And then she said, "You can get him if you want to." So I thought I would, because I was doing a big video soon of ranking the newest Studio Series wave. So I did decide to get Starscream, and I'm glad I did. I don't know why people hate the Earthrise mold so much, because I think it's a good mold. It's one of the best ones, but is he better than the Siege Starscream? I'll do a video about that, so stay tuned for that. That video will be coming next year. You get it. And he does come with a throne. Not too many Transformers come with thrones or chairs, and he can sit in it, but you gotta take off the cape and you gotta fold his wings kind of forward a bit. But he does come with a throne. I'd like to put Megatron or Galvatron on it. And Starscream is a really good figure, though. I would say, well, he is on sale. He goes on sale. He's on sale at Walmart. He goes on sale at GameStop and Amazon for like a Voyager class price point. And I'd say if he's a Voyager class price point, then get him definitely. Definitely recommend him. So next up on the list, in 8th place, is the Transformers Legacy Blitzwing. Now I did do a review on Blitzwing, so go check that out if you want to. And this guy is awesome. When I heard about him, I wasn't really happy for him. I wasn't really excited. But my mom, one time I went with my mom to Walmart, and she wanted to get me a Transformer because I had just gotten my first quarter report card for my school, and I did good. I did really good. So my mom wanted to get me something, so she got me this guy, Blitzwing, about 2 months ago, and he is a good figure. I do definitely recommend him, and if you're looking for him, look at Walmart, because they have him at Walmart almost every time I go. I've never seen him at Target, but they have him at Walmart. So there he is. He comes with these 2 big hands, and he comes with a sword. But the only thing is, I kind of wish that instead of coming with hands, they could have did more for the figure, because he can't really hold the hands. The handles are too short and his hands can't reach them. But he is a good figure. He's very G1 accurate to the original show. And he comes with 2 guns and a sword that's made out of bendable plastic. Why would they do this? And my favorite mode out of all of them is the tank mode, because the jet mode is okay, but it has a lot of kill on the bottom. But the tank mode is definitely the best. It's very articulated, especially the turret. But this guy is a really good figure. He's in 8th place. So now we're in 6th place is the Transformers Siege Megatron. I finally got a Siege Megatron. I never really saw him in stores, but this year my mom did find him. I'm not sure where she got him, but she did find Siege Megatron, and I'm glad she did, because he is awesome. And I finally have a Siege Megatron to fight Optimus Prime, because my Times Return version is out of date. Not out of date, but compared to now, the Transformers now, it's not as articulated. It has loose. But this is a much better improvement of the Times Return version. And he is a really good figure, this Megatron. He's probably the best Megatron I own, and probably will ever own. And he's a really good Megatron figure. And his head he can hide. But this guy is cool. The tank mode is actually really good. I thought it was just gonna be a solid tank, but the turret can actually spin around and move. It can't look up, but it can spin around side to side. It can do a 360. But this Megatron is in 6th place. He is a really good figure. Now, into the... Actually, sorry, no. Megatron is in... Megatron is actually in 7th place. Blitzwing's in 8th, Starscream in 9th, and Soundwave's in 10th. Sorry. Okay, I'm getting kind of confused. There's so many of these guys. So Megatron is in 7th place. So next up on the list is the Transformers Legacy Blaster. And out of all the Legacy figures, I was most excited for Blaster because I wanted him in Kingdom, but I never found him in Kingdom. So I just waited till Legacy, and I finally found him. I found him the same day I got Bulkhead. I went to Target, then I went to Walmart, and Walmart had every Legacy figure except Prime. But I did get Bulkhead and Blaster the same day, and I got Prime 2 weeks later. And I got Prime for my birthday, and I got these two in April, Blaster and Bulkhead. But Blaster is definitely one of the greatest figures. He is in 6th place. He is really a good figure. He's very articulated, and he can transform into, I think it's called a boombox, or a cassette player. And he does have a minion right here. Not a minion, but someone who works for him. It's Eject. His name's Eject. And if you just press this button, it opens up, and he's right here, and he turns into a disc. The reason why I keep him in here all the time is because he's made of clear plastic, and clear plastic breaks easily. So he is a really good figure though. Blaster is a good figure. The radio mode is a good mode, and this gun, if you put it behind him in radio mode, it's like an antenna. So they did something real clever there. That was a smart thing to do. So now we're in the top 5. Now the top 5 was difficult to rank. I kept switching it. I originally had it so much different when I first thought of this video. 5th place goes to Legacy Prime. Now Legacy Prime is a good figure. He is a really good figure. This was my 2nd most anticipated figure of Legacy, next to Blaster. And this guy has 2 swords. I have not done a review for him. I don't think I will because he's been out for a while now. But he has 2 swords. He comes with a matrix. He has big shoulders. These things actually do open on either side right here, and they can shoot missiles, so he can go on murder mode. And he is a really good figure. And he does come with a trailer. Now this trailer could be a turret like this. It can, and then this gun comes off and he can hold it. So this could be a turret, and then this also can be like a repair thing for Optimis with an arm. But this Optimis is definitely doing more than Earthrise. But is he better than Earthrise? Stay tuned for that video. Laser Prime versus Optimus Prime. Who will win? But this is a good figure. This is in 5th place, and I definitely do recommend him. I don't know, if you want my personal opinion, go for the Velocitron version, because that with the black and pink on that one is awesome. It looks really awesome. But this is a really good figure still, like Laser Prime. So next up, and 4th spot goes to Transformers Studio Series 86 Junkheap. I actually have 2 of these. So these 2 are awesome. If you like Redgar, if you have the Redgar figure if you have the Redgar figure, get these 2 because they're basically the same thing as Redgar. Not the same. They're really remolded. You can't really tell they're the same figure, and the transformation is a little different. But I would recommend these. Recommend Junkheap because Junkheap is awesome. When I first heard about Junkheap, I knew I had to have him, and I as soon as I found him in early June, I just got him immediately. I got 2 actually. I wanted 2 of them. Now I have an army of Junkions. I've heard about the new Junkion scrapbook, but I don't think I'll get him because I don't really trying to buy Transformers this year. This is supposed to be my last year collecting, but there's like 3 more figures that I want to get before I'm done. So these 2 take 2nd place. These 2 take 4th place, but I definitely do recommend these 2. These 2 are good, definitely 2 of the greatest figures. So next up on the list, 3rd place is the Transformers Studio Series Transformers The Last Night Hot Rod. Now Hot Rod here is awesome. When he was first revealed, I knew I had to have him because I never got the Last Night version of him, so I wanted the Studio Series version, and so I did get him, and he is awesome. I definitely do recommend him. When Big Bad Toy Store first had him in stock, I bought him immediately, and now I've had him for a month, And I did give him this extra gun. If you want me to go into full detail about Hot Rod and how much he's a good figure, I have done a review on Hot Rod, so go check that out if you want to. I did do a review on Junkheap too, so go check those out if you want my full detail. But Hot Rod takes 3rd place. No problems with him at all, just that... No, actually I have no problems with him at all. Oh, just that when you transform him, the spoiler, under the spoiler, that clip right there just falls out on both sides. I wish they could pin that in. Only problem I have with him. Next up on the list, okay, so these two were hard to rank. The Fallen and Sludge were the hardest figures to rank. But I have made up my mind. I went through it over and over again on who would take the first spot. I mean 2nd place. So 2nd place goes to... I'm just kidding. The Fallen takes 2nd place. So the Fallen takes 2nd place. Now the Fallen is a good figure. I am excited. I'm glad I got the Fallen. I'm glad that this year I ended on buying... The last figure I bought this year was the Fallen. And I'm glad it was. He definitely is an improvement over the original. He just crushes the original. Just beats the original into the ground. But this guy is awesome. And I know on camera he looks really like mostly like he's black. But in person he has a lot more colors. But the camera doesn't seem to pick it up. But he is a good figure. I'm glad I got him. When he was first revealed, I was excited for him. I knew I just had to have him. I knew I just needed to get him. And then finally, I was surprised. I was shocked that I got him for Christmas, even though he was kind of late, but it's okay. It snowed. He was delayed. But this is a great figure. He is definitely one of the greatest ones that I own. Okay, guys. So on to the number 1 spot. The person who beat the Fallen, Sludge. Sludge beat the Fallen. Can you guys believe that? So the reason why he beat the Fallen is because when the Fallen was revealed, I was happy. I was excited to get him. But before Sludge was even revealed, months before Sludge was revealed, and they just rumors that they were gonna make another dino, but I knew I wanted Sludge, and my most anticipated figure this year was Sludge. I wanted Sludge so bad. And finally, one day, Big Bad Toy Store had him in August, first day of August, I think August 1st, and I ordered him, and he got here. The same day they sold out, and I got him, and he is one awesome figure. He is the best figure that I got this year. He did have stable, his legs were very loose, but I did fix that with a little, I think I used super glue. Yeah, super glue. I put super glue, not super glue, clear nail polish, and I put it in there. And I kept moving the leg until it dried, and now his leg is very stable. Well, not his knees, but the leg is stable. I still gotta fix his knees. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But the legs are stable. You can fix it. Mine did not yellow. Thank goodness it is not yellowed. Unlike other people's that theirs have yellowed. This guy is awesome. He is the best figure I own. And I really hope they make a Snarl and Swoop. If they do, I'll buy both of them. Even if they're later classes, I'll buy them both. Because I want a complete team of Dinobot. But Sludge won. His Dinobot mode is awesome. Kinda wish the neck was longer, but he still is awesome. So that's been my review on the Studio Series. That's not my review, sorry. My ranking of all the figures I got this year. Sludge wins. Of course Sludge wins. He is an awesome figure. I highly recommend you buy him. If you have Grimlock or even if you like Grimlock just a little bit, you'll like Sludge. He is a good figure. He is one of the best figures. He is the best figure of this year. And he beat the Fallen. Let's go. So see, he beat the Fallen. So he has beat the Fallen. So, Sludge did beat the Fallen. Alright guys, this is my last video this year. But I just want to say thank you for all the love and support you guys have shown over this year. We have reached 100 subscribers. We started off the year with I think like 10 subscribers. And now we have 131. So, let's try to get to 300 by the end of next year. And my most viewed video, if you guys are wondering, is the toy hunt where I found Ratchet, Brawn, Perceptor, and Wheeljack at 40,000 views. That is a lot of views for one video, and I hope I can do more. I hope Rise of the Beast, I hope it's good. It looks good. I hope it's I hope it does good so that they can make more Transformer movies. But thank you guys. I had a lot of fun making this video. So like, comment, and subscribe. This video took a long time to make. This is probably gonna be the longest video I've made and probably ever will make. The longest video. So thank you guys again. Happy New Year's. Hope 2023 is a good year for all of you. And thank you guys for everything. I never expected my channel to reach 100 subscribers. So thank you. And channel update. I guess I'll do a channel update while the camera's still rolling. So I will still continue to do toy hunts, but I won't buy Transformers. I don't need. All I want now is Studio Series 44, Bumblebee reissue, Galvatron, Sideways, and that's all the figures I want, and that's it. After I buy those three, I think I'm done buying Transformers. I'll still do toy hunts. I'll still react to new stuff. I'll still maybe cover Rise of the Beast, but I don't think I'll review anyone for a while now. But I'll still keep the channel going for as long as I can. So, but I only need 3 more Transformers, then I'm done, and then I won't buy anyone out. Because I've been collecting Transformers for about 5 years now. Or no, actually I've been collecting Transformers for 7 years now. So it's been a long time. So I think this was supposed to be my last year, but I just want those 3 last guys to fill in the collection, and then it'll all be over. But I'll still make videos as often as I can. So thank you guys. Happy New Year's. And like, comment, subscribe. This is my last video of 2023. See you guys next year. You get it. Bye.